Deep. Some told me it was over, Jay-Z. When I saw you and that girl, woo! Everybody smashed that like button. Some deep in my soul said, "Cry, girl." When I saw you and that boy, he looked just like you, Jay Z. Ooh. And now, Beyonce, you are getting your karma. Soon as Jay Z refused to take the paternity test, your wife gets jacked. Woo! And all I feel like, Jay Z, this is your karma. If you would take the paternity test for your son Ramir, you and your wife's luck wouldn't be as terrible as it is. And I was just sitting there thinking, after the judge said you had to take that test on the 18th, that you wouldn't need more time. Why do you need more time if you know the boy ain't yours? We must meditate. I gotta get it together, y'all. Woo! Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Beyonce just got her karma out there in ATL. Pure survival. In all the news. In white America, they out there talk about this is a terrible thing for music history or hip hop. I don't know what the hell they talk about, pure survival. But I'm gonna tell you this: we feel more bad that Jay Z and Jay Z's creepy ass hairstyle won't take this paternity test for his son, his alleged biological son, pure survival. We are more outraged than Beyonce getting her music stole. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not a Beyonce fan, so I don't know what it's like to miss out on a Beyonce song, Pure Bible. You know what I mean? I don't know how heart wrenching it is that somebody stole her music because I don't listen to her shit. It got to come on the radio, and it's been a long time since I've been listening to Beyonce. I'm sorry. I'm not hating on the girl. She had some music back in the day that I used to like, Pure Bible, before I found out the demonic things and ways that she allegedly has with Jay-Z. She fought so strong for Jay-Z not to take this paternity test, and now God is punishing her during survival. That's what I think.
Okay, to Atlanta now in a major theft shaking up the music world. Atlanta police say hard drives containing unreleased Beyonce music were stolen during a car break-in last week. The hard drives also included footage plans for Queen Bee's show and future set lists. For more on this, I want to bring in NBC's Priscilla Thompson.
Now, did you hear him just say that Beyonce getting robbed in Atlanta for them breaking into a truck in a parking area? That the music world is so outraged. No, the hell we're not. We are more outraged that Jay Z is refusing to take this paternity test. We don't give a damn. It's not like she didn't have security. Beyonce didn't get hurt. Nobody got hurt. She lost some hard drives and some music, and y'all probably lying about that. Pure survival. I don't know what to believe with these Hollywood people.
Okay, to Atlanta now in a major theft shaking up the music world. Atlanta police say hard drives containing unreleased Beyonce music were stolen during a car break-in last week. The hard drives also included footage plans for Queen Bee's show and future set lists. For more on this, I want to bring in NBC's Priscilla Thompson, a proud member of the Beehive. Priscilla, thank you for this. So talk to us more about the break-in. I mean, this could be pretty huge, especially if it is all of Beyonce's stuff and they end up putting it somewhere on the internet.
Yeah, Tom, incredibly huge, especially for such a high-profile celebrity as Beyonce. We have obtained the incident report that shows that this happened last Tuesday, just as she was...
And somebody tell me this. If the music world is so outraged, Why did Beyonce get her music stolen, robbed, or whatever? This happened last week. They're just telling us now. But the music world is so outraged. But y'all didn't tell us that Beyonce got robbed and her team and all this type of stuff. They stole her music and her hard drives. This happened a week ago. You know what I'm saying? You see how they are in the industry? This is industry moves. I don't even believe that somebody stole Beyonce music. There's a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to say somebody about to release unheard Beyonce music. This is probably something that they are doing their own self. You know what I'm talking about? Just like when Donald Trump, when people were saying that, oh, people trying to kill Donald. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, the people that was supposed to have been trying to take Donald out, I still don't believe if that was even true. You don't know what these Hollywood people and these rich people and these different brackets in the world are doing. You know what I'm saying? Who would have still? I think that this was planned. Beyonce probably said, "Look, I'm gonna have somebody fake steal my stuff for to make album sales or whatever they were doing."
Tom, incredibly huge, especially for such a high profile celebrity as Beyonce. We have obtained the incident report that shows that this happened last Tuesday, just as she was kicking off her Atlanta leg of the Cowboy Carter tour. And it happened at Krog Street Market, which is this very popular food hall in Atlanta. Now, according to Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, and also a dancer, DeAndre Blue, they pulled into this market at around 8 o'clock at night. An hour later, they went out to the car and they noticed that the window towards the trunk was damaged, and they found that 2 suitcases were missing, and inside those suitcases were hard drives that contained watermarked music.
What a coincidence. I've never seen a robber or heard of a robber that goes to rob somebody. Like if this was a random person that went to rob them and broke into the car to steal Beyonce's music. So whoever puts the music out, you know that you going to jail because you done left, you got evidence. Like, I don't believe this, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is some bullshit. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that somebody just most seriously went and robbed Beyonce. They didn't get no money. They didn't say nothing about nothing like that. They just took the music so they can make money off the music. This sound like something that I feel like they set up. If y'all gonna go and steal something, y'all need to go steal Jay-Z's DNA. That's what they need to do. Next time y'all break in something, go and get a cup, one of Jay-Z's cups, and take his DNA test so he can take this test for this boy. Pills the Bible.
High profile celebrity as Beyonce. We have obtained the incident report that shows that this happened last Tuesday, just as she was kicking off her Atlanta leg of the Cowboy Carter tour. And it happened at Krog Street Market, which is this very popular food hall in Atlanta. Now, according to Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, and also a dancer, DeAndre Blue, they pulled into this market at around 8 o'clock at night. An hour later, they went out to the car and they noticed that the window towards the trunk was damaged, and they found that 2 suitcases were missing, and inside those suitcases were hard drives that contained watermarked music, unreleased music, footage plans for past and future shows, and also set lists. We know that in addition...
You see what I'm saying? You see how this is pretty much set up? This is a setup, y'all, for Beyonce to sell records, ladies and gentlemen. How did the thieves know that it's going to be 2 suitcases, and in the 2 suitcases is going to have all of Beyonce's music that never came out, pure survival, all of her show dates, all of her tour dates? They took the 2 suitcases, but they didn't take nothing else, nothing expensive, that's all they took. Oh no, this was a setup, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to my baby in the building, Brother Bible. This was a whole setup. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce's PR team or whatever, to me, I feel like they did that. Because if you're going to steal anything from Beyonce, steal Jay-Z's McDonald cup so we can get his DNA so he can take this test for his biological son, Ramir. Pure survival. We not outraged about this. They talking about the music world is outraged because Beyonce. We don't give a damn. We care more about this man taking his test.
Yeah, Tom, incredibly huge, especially for such a high profile celebrity as Beyonce. We have obtained the incident report that shows that this happened last Tuesday, just as she was kicking off her Atlanta leg of the Cowboy Carter tour. And it happened at Krog Street Market, which is this very popular food hall in Atlanta. Now, according to Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, and also a dancer, DeAndre Blue, they pulled into this market at around 8 o'clock at night. An hour later, they went out to the car and they noticed that the window towards the trunk was damaged, and they found that 2 suitcases were missing, and inside those suitcases were hard drives that contained watermarked music, unreleased music, footage plans for past and future shows, and also set list. We know that in addition to all of those very important things to Beyonce, I'm sure there were also laptops, headphones, different kinds of electronics. So lots of questions about why that would have been left in a vehicle in a parking garage, but definitely not.
And then you just hear what she just said. And ladies and gentlemen, when you get the Beyonce fans in here talking crazy, leave them in here, Pure Bible, so they can hear me talk bad about her. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear what this woman just said? Why would Beyonce and her team even leave this kind of stuff inside of this damn SUV? Pure Bible. If it was so sacred, if it was so important, why did they leave it in a parking lot by itself? Pure survival. That's why I am telling y'all that this, in my opinion, is a lie. It was a setup. This is for Beyonce to sell records. For us to be talking about, oh, this is terrible. Beyonce got robbed. Pure survival. They done took her skin cream, you know, the cream that make her skin go even lighter. They took her Michael Jackson skin cream. Pure survival. Oh, we should feel so bad for her. Let's go to Beyonce's show. Let's go buy her new music because we feeling bad for her. But no, ladies and gentlemen, don't be set up. I don't believe this. Salute to Jimmy Trice. Just hit that super chat. Pure Bible. That's normal in ATL car break-ins. And I believe that, right? Normal for people to break in cars in a lot of big cities. Philly, New York, Chicago, Pure Bible. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few, you know. But that has nothing to do with the fact that this was a setup, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Jimmy, I don't believe this. I think that they went and stole their own shit, Pure Bible, like O.J. Simpson stole his own baseball cards. They went and took their own shit to make this a public thing for Beyonce to sell records. I am sorry for the Beyonce fans. I don't give a damn. If she don't tell Jay-Z to take this paternity test, Pure Bible, I'm not taking my foot off of her neck. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not taking my foot off her neck. I think that this is karma if she didn't do it herself. This is karma. You know what I mean? She the one telling Jay-Z not to take that paternity test. Pure Bible.
Window towards the trunk was damaged, and they found that 2 suitcases were missing, and inside those suitcases were hard drives that contained watermarked music, unreleased music, footage plans for past and future shows, and also set list. We know that in addition to all of those very important things to Beyonce, I'm sure there were also laptops, headphones, different kinds of electronics. So lots of questions about why that would have been left in a vehicle in a parking garage, but definitely not.
Are you paying attention what the girl just said? There's a lot of questions on why would they have left that in a parking garage by itself. Why? There's questions. People, if you got common sense, you're gonna wonder why would Beyonce leave her new latest shit in there? No, this was a setup, guys. I'm telling you now.
Unreleased music, footage plans for past and future shows, and also set list. We know that in addition to all of those very important things to Beyonce, I'm sure there were also laptops, headphones, different kinds of electronics. So lots of questions about why that would have been left in a vehicle in a parking garage, but definitely not something that such a high profile celebrity would want to fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And Priscilla, do we think this was random, or do we think they were targeted, like they knew these people worked for Beyonce?
That is definitely the big question. Now, police have not said whether it was random or targeted. But what is interesting that, you know, a lot of folks have the Find My app that connects.
And then they stole Beyonce's cowboy hat. Pure Bible. They took the cowboy hat from her. But do you hear what they're saying? That if this was targeted, this means that they knew that the car was there. They knew that they were leaving at the certain time. They knew they was going to come back. I'm just telling y'all, either God did this as karma for Jay-Z not wanting to take responsibility for his son, Pure Survival, you know what I'm saying? Or in all the music that Beyonce allegedly stole from other people. There's people out there that said Beyonce stole music from them. You know what I'm saying? But I think that she personally set this up. Them people knew what time they was gonna be there. They knew all of this. So y'all want to be fooled like, oh, she's such a victim. Pure the Bible. Well, let's wait for the person to come out. Because you know it's cameras everywhere. So we're gonna see if that looked like one of the Beyonce girls that's going in that motherfucking SUV stealing that shit. Pure the Bible.
Profile celebrity would want to fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And Priscilla, do we think this was random, or do we think they were targeted? Like they knew these people worked for Beyonce?
That is definitely the big question. Now, police have not said whether it was random or targeted. But what is interesting that, a lot of folks have the Find My app that connects all of their Apple electronics. And so police were actually able to ping the headphones and the computers, and they sent out like multiple units to this area. We know that they interviewed a man in this area and that they were also looking at a vehicle that appeared to be moving as the items that they were tracking were also moving. And what
So the man, whoever the man is with the items, they've been tracking Beyonce's items. They said that it's been pinging off of different towers and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all, if it comes out that Beyonce and her team hired these men to do this, to get y'all to buy more music or to go to concerts, Pure Survival, I want y'all to remember to say, oh, Jamil told us this shit was fake. Y'all was saying the same thing about Donald Trump when people kept trying to take him out last summer. You know what I'm saying? And people was like, oh, we think that this is fake. They're hiring them people. I believe that stuff. These industry people will do anything, Pure Survival, but take a paternity test. They'll do anything but won't take a paternity test. Pure Survival.
Find My app that connects all of their Apple electronics. And so police were actually able to ping the headphones and the computers, and they sent out like multiple units to this area. We know that they interviewed a man in this area and that they were also looking at a vehicle that appeared to be moving as the items that they were tracking were also moving. And what's more, there's video, police say, that this parking garage had video cameras. The entire incident was caught on video. We know that they took fingerprints at the garage, and police have said that they have issued a warrant for the arrest of the suspect, but they...
Okay, so they issued a warrant. Everybody smash that like button. Everybody in the building. Salute to Alex. Alex, hit that super chat, Pure Survival. They have this whole incident on camera. So if this was somebody who really came there to rob Beyonce, to steal her music, Pure Survival, you know what I mean, and her hard drives, it's on camera. They said it was fingerprints. The cops are looking for this individual. Let you watch when the person come up that they say, when they arrest the person, they're going to say, arrested, man arrested for robbing Beyonce. Watch how weird that person look. Pure Survival. It ain't going to look like nobody from the music industry. It's going to look like somebody that was paid to do it, that they're going to just show and plaster all over on TV for a little bit. Then he going to get let right out of jail, and we're going to forget all about this. Pure Survival. That's what I believe that these industry demonic people be doing. They hired somebody to go there and do this. You know what I'm saying? This person, they got cameras and everything over there. You know? And then they got the fingerprints. Trust and believe me, this is a way for Beyonce to sell more $1,000 tickets. 2,000. Hold on, I might got it fucked up. Her ticket's probably 5,000 a ticket. Pure Survival. Let me put respect on Beyonce's skin complexion. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them likes up. This is a fake robbery. You know what I'm saying? And next time, like I said, Beyonce, you don't want Jay-Z to take this paternity test. Pure Survival. So like I said, if this really happened, this is your karma, lady. You know what I'm saying? People been trying to unalive Jay-Z's biological alleged son, Rymir, because he came out trying to get a paternity test. You know what I'm saying? Why won't your hubby take a paternity test? Beyonce, Pure Survival. Motherfuckers talking about Beyonce don't care. Beyonce don't care. Yes, the hell she do. What makes you think she don't? Motherfuckers be swearing they know everything. Beyonce don't care. It was before Beyonce. Beyonce probably been getting on Jay-Z's nerves for years over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Police have not said whether it was random or targeted. But what is interesting that, a lot of folks have the Find My app that connects all of their Apple electronics. And so police were actually able to ping the headphones and the computers, and they sent out like multiple units to this area. We know that they interviewed a man in this area and that they were also looking at a vehicle that appeared to be moving as the items that they were tracking were also moving. And what's more, there is video, police say, that this parking garage had video cameras. The entire incident was caught on video. We know that they took fingerprints at the garage, and police have said that they have issued a warrant for the arrest of the suspect, but they say that an ID is, quote, not yet available for release. So unclear if they have that identity and just aren't releasing it to the public yet, but obviously it comes as...
So answer that question. Salute to Alex. Hit that super chat again. Everybody smash that like button. We got 1,100 people in here. Careful, Jamil. Beyonce and her sisters are well-known witches. They going to do voodoo during survival. Yes, they're going to do voodoo. They're going to do doo-doo. All kinds of shit. Alex, survival. I'm not afraid of those demons because I got garlic. This is built-in garlic. I know that they are freak-off vampires. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you have this mandalion, once Beyonce try to grab me, this mandalion the fire is gonna come out of it. It's gonna burn her motherfucking demonic fingernails. You know what I'm saying? But did you hear what they just said? They just said that they got the person fingerprints. They got the person on camera who robbed Beyonce, stole her music, but they won't release the person's identity. You telling me this ain't no setup? Why won't they release the person's identity? Bible. If it was me who did it, they would plaster me all over the goddamn internet. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Beyonce was really robbed. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that this was a setup during survival. Because I ain't gonna lie, I think it was a setup. But she needs to set up a paternity test for motherfucker Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Why won't they show the person? Y'all got them on camera. Look, everybody putting a 2 in the chat. Everybody's putting a 2 in here, Beyonce. We know that she lying. Ain't nobody, y'all hired that person to come take your stuff.
Video cameras. The entire incident was caught on video. We know that they took fingerprints at the garage, and police have said that they have issued a warrant for the arrest of the suspect, but they say that an ID is, quote, not yet available for release. So unclear.
An ID is not ready to be released, but let it been one of your IDs. Don't you know that they would have released our shit? How is this person getting the benefits to not be put public as a damn thief? Pure survival. How come this thief can't come out? You know what I'm saying? And they stole Beyonce's music that we never heard. Like, this is phony, guys. Everybody, let's get them likes up to 500 so YouTube can push this out. So everybody can know that this was a damn publicity stunt just to get this woman's records out there. Pure survival.
The garage, and police have said that they have issued a warrant for the arrest of the suspect, but they say that an ID is, quote, not yet available for release. So unclear if they have that identity and just aren't releasing it to the public yet, but obviously it comes as Beyonce is probably about to take the stage any minute now for her final concert in Atlanta before the tour moves on. Tom?
Yep. All right, Priscilla Thompson.
Now, you see that? Then that made everybody go to the concert. Look, Beyonce got robbed. We better get to the concert now. We got to show her love and support. This is a scam. But then your husband and his weird-ass hairstyle, pure survival, do y'all know Jay-Z just sued Tony Breathstink, pure survival? Tony Busby, a.k.a. Tony Breathstink, pure survival. Jay-Z just sued him again. Him and Busby been going back and forth because Busby is the one who's representing Ramir, his alleged biological son, pure survival. So this is why Jay-Z's suing him again. And look at the man, still keep denying shit. And look what's going on with your wife, pure survival. She out here lying, talking about she got robbed, and you out here lying, saying you ain't the father.
Jay-Z is fighting back in court. Jay-Z is responding to a lawsuit filed by Rymir Satterthwaite, a 32-year-old man who claims the rapper is his father. According to a recent filing obtained by E! News, the rapper is accusing Rymir, as well as Ramir's godmother and caretaker, Lily Cooley, of harassing him for years over claims that Rymir is jayz.
And this man is accusing this boy of harassing him during survival for years. So if he been harassing you for years, sir, why didn't you just get it over with? Because we done heard allegedly you tried to pay the boy off. Jay-Z, you tried to pay Ramir to silence him, to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? To not look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, damn, I look just like this motherfucker man. Instead, he got the Predator. You look like the Predator with that motherfucker hair. You look like Sonic the Freak Off Hedgehog, Jay-Z. Tell the Bible. You look like Sonic the Hedgehog right here, goddammit. We got 1,800 people watching right now. Everybody smash that like button. We are surviving Jay-Z looking like a camel in the face and Sonic the Hedgehog in the back. And the man won't take this damn paternity test talking about this boy harassing you.
Jay-Z is fighting back in court. Jay-Z is responding to a lawsuit filed by Ramir Satterthwaite, a 32-year-old man who claims the rapper is his father. According to a recent filing obtained by E! News, the rapper is accusing Rymir, as well as Ramir's godmother and caretaker, Lily Cooley, of harassing him for years over claims that Rymir is Jay-Z's son. In the court documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Ramir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment.
Decades-long harassment. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jay-Z is the father of Ramir. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that he's the father. Pure Bible. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think he's the father. Because how can it be decade long? We got 2,000 people. Everybody smash that like button. Look, everybody got a 1 in the chat, Jay-Z. We all think that you are the father. Bible. So if anybody gonna steal something, like I said, steal Jay-Z's McDonald cup and somebody take it down to the goddamn to the DNA place and take that DNA test. Because if somebody harassing me for all these years, Bible, I would have been got it over with. I would have been said, damn that. Okay, give me the, go ahead, put it in my mouth. I don't care. You can stick me with a needle. That boy ain't mine. But you know that boy definitely, I'm telling you, even Jay-Z been looking at Ramir. I know he been scared for years. I believe he knows strongly that he says. But it's been messing with his soul. Like, damn, that motherfucker, the older he get, even the roots that grew out of Ramir hair, Bible, Jay-Z know that boy is his. Let's get them likes up to 500, y'all. We are surviving Jay-Z's hairstyle.
Jay-Z is fighting back in court. Jay-Z is responding to a lawsuit filed by Rymir Satterthwaite, a 32-year-old man who claims the rapper is his father. According to a recent filing obtained by E! News, the rapper is accusing Rymir, as well as Ramir's godmother and caretaker, Lily Cooley, of harassing him for years over claims that Rymir is Jay-Z's son. In the court documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Ramir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment. The documents read, "The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed and rejected in
And look how crazy Jay-Z is. He said the fabricated allegations that he's Ramir Satterthwaite's father, the fabricated stories is already been addressed. Pure Bible. But we heard from Ramir, sir, because they went to court in different court joints where Jay-Z allegedly paid off the judge, allegedly paid off the damn lawyers, everything. That's why the boy's case got thrown out. He's been fighting for over 10 years, 15 years at the max for you to take a test, sir. Pure Bible. So the boy didn't have a loud voice. His voice wasn't loud enough. But we are outraged now. The whole world believes that the boy is yours, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Salute this side. What happened to Beyonce? Not a damn thing. Bible. Beyonce is claiming she got robbed out there in Atlanta. They got the stuff on camera. They got the fingerprints of the person who allegedly did it, but they never put the person's name out there. They're saying we're not going to put him out there. I think they was hired by Beyonce. We got 2,400 people in the building. Everybody smash that like button. This is sad. Jay-Z, take the test.
Jay-Z's son. In the court documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Ramir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment. The documents read, "The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed and rejected in multiple other courts, and plaintiffs' continued harassment of defendant and disregard of those orders has already resulted in a contempt order."
And look at that. Jay-Z said, in disregards to the orders from the other court hearings, that Ramir, his alleged biological son, still has been harassing him. No, Jay-Z, you still didn't take the test yet, sir. And you knew that you having all that money, and the boy didn't have no money. You know, he had his caretakers. You allegedly got that woman's house seized, everything. So if Beyonce really got robbed out there, I think that is karma. It's God saying these demons need to pay some kind of consequence. The man turned his back on Diddy Glover, knowing he had to been at some of them freak offs. You seen some of them male sex workers that Diddy Glover was in love with, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what I believe. I know you had to been at them freak off parties. So was motherfucker Beyonce. She and that motherfucker drunk in love, high as shit. Someone get me body. I don't worry, just doing me tonight. Little sweat, little freak off, and they gonna never hurt nobody. To get me body, put some baby oil on my body. You know what I mean? Y'all know all about this shit. And I don't feel bad for y'all during survival. You know what I'm saying? Everybody smash that like button. Put a one in the chat if y'all want Jay-Z to take the damn test.
Rejected in multiple other courts, and plaintiffs' continued harassment of defendant and disregard of those orders has already resulted in a contempt order. The filing asks that a judge allow Jay-Z additional time to respond to the lawsuit, claiming that despite the lawsuit being filed on May 6th, the suit was not properly served, and Jay-Z did not learn of its existence.
Now, do y'all hear that? Look, first of all, let's just ignore the hairstyle he stole from the gay painter. Shout out to the LBG community. Pure survival. But 50 Cent said he stole his hairstyle from that gay painter. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z said that he doesn't have enough. He need more time. Do y'all know that Jay-Z was supposed to take this paternity test? He was supposed to address this stuff by July 18th, pure survival. He said he didn't know until June 3rd or May something. But you put in the lawsuit, sir, that you've been harassed for decades, that Ramir's been harassing you. So how are you acting like you just found out about this stuff, sir? Pure survival. I know you're a billionaire, so you a busy motherfucker. I'll give you that. But if he been harassing you for decades, you been knew about this, sir. You just didn't think that Ramir was ever going to get help like somebody like Tony Busby, that's been trying to take y'all down. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think he was going to get help. Now he has a loud voice. Now he has people who care, Jay-Z. Because anytime somebody back in the day came out and said that a celebrity was their parent, and they was just fucking around, they stopped. It never lasts this long. I've never seen it before. This boy is dead serious, and he not even doing it for the money, Jay-Z. That's the heart-wrenching part about it. You know what I'm talking about? And you saying you need more time, and all you got to do is take a paternity test. What more time do you need? He told me I need more time to address this situation. Motherfucker, that boy is 34 years old. How much more time you got? You got 34 years, sir.
Harassment of defendant and disregard of those orders has already resulted in a contempt order. The filing asks that a judge allow Jay-Z additional time to respond to the lawsuit, claiming that despite the lawsuit being filed on May 6th, the suit was not properly served, and Jay-Z did not learn of its existence until June 3rd. The Grammy winner's legal team therefore requests an additional 4 weeks to evaluate the complaint and...
So additional 4 weeks, guys. What do y'all think? Can y'all tell me what y'all think gonna happen in 4 weeks? So Jay-Z's lawyers got it to where he don't got to do the paternity test for another 4 weeks. What do y'all think he need 4 more weeks for? To try some shit? To try to get somebody else's DNA? Say, look, I need you to take this paternity test for me. Peel the Bible. Give me your blood. You know what I'm saying? I know about when you on state parole and you got to use somebody urine, you know what I mean? Because you know you've been smoking weed or whatever. And you like, yo, let me use your piss. I got to go see my PO. Peel the Bible. Give me your piss. And some people would take the piss and put it in a balloon, peel the Bible, and put it in a balloon and then strap it around their wiener and then go into the parole office because they'll watch you go in that bathroom. But they won't watch you with your wiener. In the balloon, they pull the balloon off of their wiener and then drop the motherfucking pee. I'm telling you. So, but this man, it may try some kind of stunt so he don't have to give up his blood. Because this is very crazy, guys. This whole story with Ramir. You know what I mean? Let's get them likes up to 500, y'all. Jay-Z needs to step up.
And Jay-Z did not learn of its existence until June 3rd. The Grammy winner's legal team therefore requests an additional 4 weeks to evaluate the complaint and determine how to respond or otherwise plead. The lawsuit also alleges that Jay-Z has neither affirmatively acknowledged nor legally denied his parental relationship with Rymir. E! News has reached out to both Jay-Z and Ramir for comment, but has not yet heard back.
Yes, that man think he's slick. So Beyonce, if you really got robbed, ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't care. I care more about this boy, you know what I'm saying? Because he seemed very sincere from day one. Everybody smashed that like button. From day one, he seemed very sincere. And he looked just like you, Jay-Z. This boy right here.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father? I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that.
Do y'all hear what he's saying? How genuine is that? He just said, Jay-Z, why don't you just take the test? I don't give a damn if I'm embarrassed. If you turn out to not be my father, what is the big deal, sir? No, because allegedly his mother was underage, Jay-Z. And you just worried about your damn image. And Beyonce wasn't trying to hear that. She like, you better take care of this, Jay-Z. Peel the Bible. Because if you mess up your image, you're going to mess up mine too. So I know she ain't happy about this boy. No matter what nobody tell me. Let's get them likes up to 300, y'all. It's too many people in the building. You know what I'm saying? And this is a story that needs to be talked about. This is a story that needs to be public. They talking about Beyonce, oh, the music industry is so going through it because of her allegedly getting fake robbed that people are outraged. No, we're outraged about this boy. We want to know why Jay-Z won't take this test.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father? I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seeing a lot. I can take me being embarrassed. Like just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's just not fair at all. It's not fair.
My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now. And she been saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z. And I really didn't know who that was because I was young. And, you know, had my little brother. And I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about.
And rest in peace to his mother. Everybody smash that like button for Ramir's mother. Like I said before, I've been a voice for this. You know, I'm standing strong on this. I really, really believe this boy is Jay-Z's son. His mother was fighting Jay-Z in court years ago before she passed away. Rest in peace to her. And all this boy want to do is get justice. You know what I'm saying? He not even worrying about the money. And I know that he feels strong, like my mom is going to be proud of me. She looking down and she's seeing the fight that she was fighting. He continues to fight it. and I'm going to fight with him. Pure survival.
Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling Jay-Z. And I really didn't know who that was because I was young and, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. She continued to tell me that over the years and over the years and over the years, even until I was grown. He never tried to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person enough. And
it sounds so sad because he didn't even want Jay-Z to look like a bad person, but I think he looks like a bad person to me. You know what I'm saying? And Ramir already put it out there that allegedly somebody was trying to unalive him when he first, like around the time of him trying to fight this to get Jay-Z to take the paternity test. What a coincidence that somebody tried to unalive him. And then what a coincidence that Beyonce mysteriously gets robbed for only her music. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like it's all set up. Smash that like button, everybody.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do.
Yeah. Are you scared for your life? It's unfortunate that you were shot at. I'm glad that you were okay from that. Do you think that was a situation where you were targeted? And so are you scared for your life?
No, I'm not scared for my life. I mean, it was a scary situation.
And he was talking about being targeted. Somebody tried to unalive him. Jay-Z's alleged biological son. Somebody tried to unalive him.
Do you think that was a situation where you were targeted? And so are you scared for your life?
No, I'm not scared for my life. I mean, it was a scary situation. I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just asking everybody, all the judges or anybody who's working on the case, to do what's right and do their job the correct way, even if you overlook something or didn't see something. Everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but it's time to actually do your job and look at everything and get it correct.
A federal judge ordered Jay-Z to take a paternity test. Less than 48 hours later, his alleged son's car was sprayed with bullets.
And how about that? Salute to Lady D. Lady G just hit that super chat. Pure survival. We got $25 in that super chat, y'all. How is it that Jay-Z had to take the paternity test and 24 hours later, his alleged son car got shot up? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that that's mysterious. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think it's just a coincidence. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that possibly Jay-Z could have had something to do with it. Or put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think. 24 hours after he put this in for him to take the test. Look, everybody got a 1 in the chat. And the boy getting shot at? Yo, this is crazy.
Do what's right and do their job the correct way, even if you overlook something or didn't see something. Everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but it's time to actually do your job and look at everything and get it correct.
A federal judge ordered Jay-Z to take a paternity test. Less than 48 hours later, his alleged son's car was sprayed with bullets. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a warning. And the message was crystal clear. Stay quiet or else. But this isn't just street drama. This is a legal war, a media cover-up, and a billion-dollar empire trying to shut one man down before the truth ruins everything.
You see that? A billion-dollar empire trying to shut this boy down, trying to silence him before it takes down $1 billion business. You know what I'm saying? To where they, like I said, they don't want it to come out that this woman, rest in peace, his mother was underage at the time of allegedly dating Jay-Z, getting her pregnant. This is what they're worried about. Trying to unalive this boy. This is crazy.
Crystal clear. Stay quiet or else. But this isn't just street drama. This is a legal war, a media cover-up, and $1 billion empire trying to shut one man down before the truth ruins everything. In 1992, Jay-Z allegedly hooked up with a 16-year-old girl named Wanda Satterthwaite, who the streets called Precious. They had a quick hookup, protected, but not protected enough. She later said the condom broke, so she got pregnant. And from that point on, her entire life became a battlefield.
Did y'all hear that? Allegedly 16 years old in 1992. Jay-Z, take the test, sir. Smash that like button, everybody.
A media cover-up, and $1 billion empire trying to shut one man down before the truth ruins everything. In 1992, Jay-Z allegedly hooked up with a 16-year-old girl named Wanda Satterthwaite, who the streets called Precious. They had a quick hookup, protected, but not protected enough. She later said the condom broke, so she got pregnant. And from that point on, her entire life became a battlefield, because Jay-Z just vanished. She couldn't reach him. There was no Instagram, no cell phones, no team of stylists tracking his every move.
And that's for anybody that be like, well, why she ain't try to... Did y'all hear that? There was no YouTube. There was no internet stuff. There was no Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, none of that back then. Salute to Lady D. Got us a $35 in that Super Chat. Why? Because he has money. He gets to prolong the DNA test, pissing me off. Yes, that's what it is. Lady D, since he got the money, he able to pay these people off so he don't have to take the paternity test. The motherfucker talking about, I need 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks for what? To go get new blood? Like...
He allegedly hooked up with a 16-year-old girl named Wanda Satterthwaite, who the streets called Precious. They had a quick hookup, protected, but not protected enough. She later said the condom broke, so she got pregnant. And from that point on, her entire life became a battlefield, because Jay-Z just vanished. She couldn't reach him. There was no Instagram, no cell phones, no team of stylists tracking his every move. She never saw him again, and she was only 16. When she gave birth, Wanda was literally unconscious in the hospital bed, and that's when her boyfriend at the time, Robert Graves, signed the birth certificate. According to people close to Wanda, Robert knew that child wasn't his, but he signed anyway to collect extra government benefits like food stamps. And here's where the trauma starts to compound. When Rymir was 8 years old, Wanda sat him down and told him the truth. Jay-Z is your father.
I was 7. My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she been saying, Sean Carter, that's what she was calling me at first before she was calling.
For that long, can you imagine you find out that your parent is somebody else? It doesn't even have to be Jay-Z. Pure survival. Let's everybody smash that like button. Everybody in the building. Don't just look at me. Smash the like button. It's free to do. I appreciate you all, because we must get this message out there. We cannot just let, because Jay-Z got good music from back in the day, pure survival, you know what I mean? Because these people are stars, that we can't call them out on their bullshit. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't gonna make me understand why this man wouldn't take this test, other than the fact that he is the father. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody say that somebody my kid. I'm gonna rush. Come on, let's go. Let's get it, motherfucker. And I don't even got near what Jay-Z got. My whole pride. If Jay-Z said he been harassing him for decades, wouldn't you want to show this boy? Oh, you want to keep harassing me, huh? Oh, you want to keep harassing me? Well, I'm going to show your ass you ain't mine. And I'm going to show the whole world. You see what happened when they was accusing him of the alleged 13-year-old pure survival. Jay-Z jumped out that motherfucker swinging. He was out there doing karate, pure survival. He had a burgundy belt. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to this boy, he ain't trying to fight that like that. He's trying to run, duck, and hide. You know what I'm saying? We're not stupid.
Jay-Z is your father.
I was 7. My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she been saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling me at first before she was calling Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young, and you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand.
That's crazy, guys. This is crazy. And I'm telling you that Beyonce thing is a fake robbery, too. It's a fake robbery.
I was talking about what she constantly put it in my head, like, son, that's it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father.
She never changed her story. For years, she begged for Jay-Z to take a paternity test, even offering to handle things privately. He didn't respond. But Wanda didn't quit. She fought through dead ends, denied motions, lawyers who ghosted her, judges who told her she was wasting the court's time. And eventually, when she realized she might not survive the fight, she did something she...
Look at that. Judges that was telling her that she's wasting her time. Because Jay-Z fighting against somebody with that kind of money, pure survival. Everybody felt so terrible for Cassie. You know what I'm saying? For Cassie with Diddy, and we knew that his power and his money was allowing him to do all of these crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z had the money to not have to answer to this. This beautiful woman that's now in heaven was fighting Jay-Z just to get the man to take the test for their alleged child. And now I'm glad his son is fighting for her.
hoped would outlive her. She signed a sworn affidavit naming Jay-Z as Rymir's father. In 2019, Wanda passed away from heart failure, and one of the last things she told Rymir was to keep pushing and that the truth would come out one way or another. And this wasn't a woman who wanted fame or headlines. She wanted her child to know where he came from, but Jay-Z kept silent. Now, Rymir is a grown man, determined to finish what his mother started. In 2014, he filed a civil paternity suit against Jay-Z, this time with the help of his godmother and legal guardian, Lily Coley, who had been by his side.
A civil paternity, y'all. So for anybody say, oh, the boy just trying to get money, he could have been got money from Jay-Z and Jay-Z's creepy ass hairstyle. Pure survival. He didn't want it. He just wants closure. He just wants to solve something that his mother was trying to do. And for him, I give him props to fight against a billionaire. Pure survival. You know what I mean? Some of y'all motherfuckers got a problem fighting against a dollionaire. You fighting against a billionaire, pure survival, and he making noise. Everybody, let's get them likes up to 500. Pure survival.
Determined to finish what his mother started. In 2014, he filed a civil paternity suit against Jay-Z, this time with the help of his godmother and legal guardian, Lily Coley, who had been by his side since Wanda's health started declining. And that's when things got shady, like very shady. Jay-Z didn't respond to the case like a regular person. Instead, his lawyers allegedly created a legal maze, full of delays, misdirection, and lies, designed to stop one simple thing from happening: a swab in the mouth.
Y'all hear that? His lawyers designed all these things to keep postponing this stuff, when it's all simple for him to just take a test. Right, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jay-Z's the father. Put in a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think. You know what I'm saying? I think he is. And smash that like button. Because why is he ducking like this? You ducking this shit like you ducking a fade. Pure survival. Like you don't want to fight and you ducking a fade.
His godmother and legal guardian, Lily Coley, who had been by his side since Wanda's health started declining. And that's when things got shady, like very shady. Jay-Z didn't respond to the case like a regular person. Instead, his lawyers allegedly created a legal maze, full of delays, misdirection, and lies, designed to stop one simple thing from happening: a swab in the mouth. Let that sink in. Instead of taking a DNA test, Jay-Z's legal team allegedly decided to break the system. Here's how they allegedly did it. When Rymir and Lily filed the lawsuit, they filed it in New Jersey, because that's where Jay-Z's alleged hookup with Wanda took place. And it's also where he was rumored to own property. The plan...
Oh, okay. So he hooked up with Ramir's mom in Jersey years ago. You know what I mean? Salute to Lady D. God damn it, Lady D. We almost at $50. We mess around and hit that $100 in that super chat. Pure survival, Lady D. The lawyers will pay off the lab next 111. I think they will too. Lady D, I think that they're going to pull something. Because why do the man need 4 weeks? They're working on something right now. They are working on something right now for Jay-Z not to have to answer to this. And that's the sad part. The man just won't take the damn test to save his life. His image is more important. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Here's how they allegedly did it. When Rymir and Lily filed the lawsuit, they filed it in New Jersey because that's where Jay-Z's alleged hookup with Wanda took place, and it's also where he was rumored to own property. The plan was simple: prove that Jay-Z had ties to New Jersey, so the court had the right to demand a test. But Jay-Z's team responded with a legal curveball. They claimed he didn't live in New Jersey, and therefore, the court had no jurisdiction over him. Problem is, there's evidence he did own property in New Jersey. Receipts from property records, tax
Look at this. Receipts from property records. And this shit look wonderful as a motherfucker, Jay-Z. Praise the Bible. Look at this beautiful shit. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do, this boy went 34 years without your help and not even looking for money. Look at this beautiful house he owned in motherfucking Jersey, and they got receipts proving that this was Jay-Z's property in New Jersey. But they lied and said he didn't have no property. Praise the Bible. This is crazy. Kathy Connie just hit that super chat. Shout out to Kathy Connie. Praise the Bible. That's Miami Jay-Z all the way down to a goofy hairdo. Yes, this is, oh my God, Nasasa just hit that super chat. I'm sorry if I fucked your name up. Yo, the Bible. We got $60. We about to hit that hundo in that super chat. Jay-Z is a viper. Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys. Shout out to everybody. Y'all tearing that super chat up during Bible. We are not playing with you, Jay-Z.
Curveball. They claimed he didn't live in New Jersey, and therefore, the court had no jurisdiction over him. Problem is, there's evidence he did own property in New Jersey. Receipts from property records, tax filings, and even documents from Jay-Z's own business filings suggest he had multiple ties to the state. Yet his team allegedly used an address in New York to dodge the case. That one move got the whole thing tossed, but it didn't stop there. According to Lily, Wanda was forced to sign away her rights while sedated in a hospital during a serious medical episode. She had just been through a coma, and while still recovering, Jay-Z's legal team allegedly showed up with papers for her to sign.
Wow. Put the prayer hands up, y'all. Did y'all just hear that? Put the prayer hands up, and everybody, let's get them likes up to 500. We should have 1,000 likes in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So Wanda, Ramir's mother, you know what I'm saying, was sick at the time. She in the hospital, just coming, you know what I mean? Wow. And while she just coming out of it, Jay-Z's alleged team made her sign some shit, you know what I mean, to sign her rights over sneakily while she, this is, wow. This is what Jay-Z's alleged team allegedly done.
Rights while sedated in a hospital.
Yeah, she was sedated in the hospital.
Address in New York to dodge the case. That one move got the whole thing tossed, but it didn't stop there. According to Lily, Wanda was forced to sign away her rights while sedated in a hospital during a serious medical episode. She had just been through a coma, and while still recovering, Jay-Z's legal team allegedly showed up with papers for her to sign. She didn't even know what she was agreeing to. That one move gave Jay-Z's lawyers an upper hand, and once again, the case got tossed. And that's not even the worst part. Lily claims that Rymir's own legal team may have secretly been colluding with Jay-Z's side. We're talking about lawyers who allegedly switched sides, introduced procedural errors, and botched filings so badly that
Wow, and look how sad that is. So even Ramir's, her son's attorneys, allegedly, at the time, they switched sides and went with Jay-Z. What would make y'all think that they would do that? Well, for the money. That's crazy. So you can't even trust, he couldn't even trust his own lawyers that sold him out. Sold it just for the money. This is sad, guys.
That Rymir's own legal team may have secretly been colluding with Jay-Z's side. We're talking about lawyers who allegedly switched sides, introduced procedural errors, and botched filings so badly that it almost looked intentional. So not only was the opposing side playing dirty, their own side might have been helping them do it. The court system didn't care. They threw out the case again. And the deeper Rymir and Lily pushed, the more sealed documents they found. And all of this, for what? To avoid a swab? Because if you're not the dad, why go this far?
And look at this. If you're not the dad, why go this far? So y'all tell me, look at that peanut motherfucker head right there. Piss her Bible. You know what I mean? Look at this peanut goddamn head. Jay-Z, listen, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that them two look alike. This is his alleged biological son, Piss her Bible, while he's a baby, and that's Jay-Z while he's a big head baby. Dude, tell me that they don't look alike. Look at this. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think they look alike. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think they don't. Everybody's putting 1s in the chat. Even the motherfucking trolls is putting one in the chat. Trolls said, look, fuck it. I want to say something fucked up, but God damn it, he looked just like him. Pure survival. Even the trolls is saying, fuck it, I got to put a one in the chat. Jay-Z, we sorry. Even Beyonce fans is putting ones in the chat. Jay-Z, I'm sorry, sir, but we see why you won't take this damn test. Boy, look just like you. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I pull out a baby picture of myself, Pure Survival, and put it next to Jay-Z and Jay-Z's big block head. We ain't gonna look alike. What's the coincidence that this boy looked just like Jay-Z and he won't take the test? What's the coincidence of that? If this was a little white boy, Pure Survival, Jay-Z would have hauled ass and took the test. He'd have been like, Justin Bieber ain't mine. Pure Survival. Justin Bieber's not mine. But you don't want to take this test for this motherfucker. Because you know already, Jay-Z. Everybody, let's get them likes up to 500. We is not playing with your jigger, man. We taking your ass. We not playing. Shout out to everybody in the building. We not playing with the man. You know what I mean? Because if this is a broke motherfucker, y'all be talking about him like a dog. Oh, he ain't doing shit for his kids. But a billionaire, don't be afraid to call him out too. Peel the Bible. Motherfucker got more than enough money to have stepped up.
Care. They threw out the case again. And the deeper Rymir and Lily pushed, the more sealed documents they found. And all of this, for what? To avoid a swab? Because if you're not the dad, why go this far? Let's be real. It's not just about the paternity. It's about what that DNA would expose. Because if Jay-Z is the father, the world finds out he had a child with a 16-year-old girl, which could legally be classified as statutory in several states.
Now, y'all see that? Do y'all think that this is the main reason why? Because if Jay-Z turned out to be the father, it would be, what does that say, y'all? That it would have been statutory because she was underage. Pure survival, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is the main reason why he don't want to take the test. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that. Because to me, ladies and gentlemen, I think that this is the main reason why. But Jay-Z, motherfucker, Foxy Brown, what? They were like 4 and 5 years old, Pure Survival. You know what I mean? Running around 6, 7 years old. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no woman like the one I got. Still got a pacifier in the mouth. No one can, you better. They was running around little kids. Pure Survival, 6 and 7 years old in the studio. You know? So what is the big deal, Jay-Z? It's past the statute of limitation, though. I don't think Jay-Z could be charged at all. You know what I mean? In the situation. You know what I mean? Like, even if he went to court and then they say, hey, you know, she was underage, Jay-Z's legal team, they would fight it and say, look, she told him a different age. That's easy to do, especially she not here to be able to defend herself. So why, you know, would he want to not to? It's just the image. See how mad he got when they accused him of a 13-year-old. I didn't believe that, Pure Survival. I'm not even going to lie, especially when I heard the little girl's story, talking about she disappeared and her dad didn't know about it. Somehow she just ended up at a Diddy Glover's freak-off party. I knew that was a setup. But this, for a few years, I knew and believe in my heart strongly that this is Jay-Z's son. He asked for 4 weeks. Them 4 weeks gonna come up, Jay-Z. So whatever your new plan is, we're not forgetting about this. We're not worrying about Beyonce with this fake robbery that never really happened. They got the person's fingerprints and all of that. They never brought the person out who took Beyonce music. No, this is karma, all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't right, y'all.
Paternity. It's about what that DNA would expose. Because if Jay-Z is the father, the world finds out he had a child with a 16-year-old girl, which could legally be classified as statutory in several states, depending on when and where it happened. Now everyone's asking, was this really just about a paternity test? Or was Jay-Z trying to erase something bigger? Even when Rymir filed motions in the Supreme Court to unseal old records, they were denied. Not because they were wrong, but because the Supreme Court said it lacked jurisdiction to get involved. Every door they knocked on slammed in their face.
We didn't have enough information to keep the case going, so it was a big case to me because, you know, I really wanted to find out who my father was, and for the case not to go how I was planning it, I really thought it was going to go different than what it was, but well, I really feel like it should have been over with.
Look at his nose. When it goes from him to him, Jay-Z the boy, I'm sorry y'all for stopping it. He looked just like him. Let's get them likes up. 500, come on, let's get it in the building, y'all.
jurisdiction to get involved. Every door they knocked on slammed in their face.
We didn't have enough information to keep the case going, so it was a big case to me because, you know, I really wanted to find out who my father was, and for the case not to go how I was planning it, I really thought it was going to go different than what it was, but, well, I really feel like it should have been over with because, you know, I feel like if it was anybody else, you know, like, oh, I'm not saying this because people got higher standards or people make more money than that, but it's just different because, you know, if it was anybody else that made a low income, I feel like they would have had them in there way faster than people that's wealthy.
But then everything shifted. A federal judge finally stepped in and ruled that Jay-Z must respond to the paternity suit. And here's the key detail people missed.
Yes, shout out to that judge. Everybody smash that like button for that judge that finally stepped in. All these other judges allegedly took a bribe, allegedly from Jay-Z. But this one judge, all we needed was one judge to step in and say, hold on, man. This has been 15 years, sir. It's something fishy about why you're not trying to take this test. And made the man have to do it, and now Jay-Z begging for more time.
Way faster than people that's wealthy.
But then everything shifted. A federal judge finally stepped in and ruled that Jay-Z must respond to the paternity suit. And here's the key detail people missed. If Jay-Z fails to respond, New Jersey law says he is legally presumed the father. That ruling forced the game to a close. No more.
Oh, do y'all hear that? Oh, Lady D hit that super chat again. God damn it. Pure survival. Lady D said, man up, Jay-Z. God, let the truth come out. Yes. You know what I mean? Lady D, look, we got $70 in that super chat, y'all. Pure survival. Did y'all just hear this? This just said if Jay-Z don't, like the judge has it to where if he don't answer to this or take this paternity test, it's going to automatically mean you are the father. So Jay-Z got to answer to this. Or if he already know that he the father, and I bet you they going to try to pay this boy off again. Like, look, like in order for this not to come out, look, we'll give you $10 million, goddammit. Pure the Bible. I just don't want a relationship. I don't know you. You look just like me. Beyonce might want to give you some of her kitty cat. Pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying that if Jay-Z don't answer to this, then this means automatically you are the father, sir. Wow. So yeah, Jay-Z, you better just take the test, motherfucker. Come on now. Just let us know. Because you just worried about the world, sir. You worried about us knowing.
A low income, I feel like they would have had them in there way faster than people that's wealthy.
But then everything shifted. A federal judge finally stepped in and ruled that Jay-Z must respond to the paternity suit. And here's the key detail people missed. If Jay-Z fails to respond, New Jersey law says he is legally presumed the father. That ruling forced the game to a close. No more ducking, no more ghosting. Jay-Z had two choices: take the test or forever be listed as the dad in the eyes of the law. And
y'all see that? So he either take the test or he's going to be automatically listed as the father, y'all. So look, do y'all think, put a 1 in the chat, do y'all think that now he's going to take the test? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he's still not going to take the test. Because what the law says in New Jersey, if Jay-Z don't take the test, by now, after all this time, he's going to be admitted as the father. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is crazy. They not playing with Hova no more. They not playing with you no more, Jay-Z. They going to know. You know what I'm saying? No, you are definitely the father, motherfucker, and you been knew you was. That's why we're going to plant it as, nigga, you is the father. Because ain't no fathers ever fought this hard not to take no damn paternity test. Pure survival. Especially if you know the kid ain't yours. It ain't going to take you that long. And then you getting a free paternity test? Oh, my God. And Jay-Z got the money. That's the thing about it. So we ain't got to ask if he can afford to get a paternity test. I'm saying that they are going to pay for the test. So any guy that's say if you're struggling, if you up, whatever the case may be, they're saying, hey, look, we got a free paternity test. This is free. You don't have to pay for nothing. All you got to do is open your mouth like you at one of Diddy Glover's freak-off parties. Pure Bible. Jay-Z, open your mouth like you opened your mouth when you was at Diddy's freak-off dungeon. When you was with the butt naked gay vampires. Upside down. With no guard. Sleep. Upside down. In the freak-off dungeon. That's what they do. I'm telling you, the people in Hollywood are vampires. They all sleep upside down. Pure Bible. Hair. I'm telling you now, and you got to have garlic on your neck or they go gonna pull you up in the motherfucking air and they are going to suck your blood. You're gonna become one of them freak off vampires. I've been seeing it. But JC knows you gotta make a decision. That's why he said, look, I need 5 weeks. I mean 4 weeks. Because if he don't take the test, it's saying right here, it's gonna make you deemed the father. So he like, let me give 4 weeks to decide if I can get some blood, some fake blood that's not mine, or I can finesse somehow. But he has to step up, y'all. Let's get them likes up to 500. Pure survival.
Everything shifted. A federal judge finally stepped in and ruled that Jay-Z must respond to the paternity suit. And here's the key detail people missed. If Jay-Z fails to respond, New Jersey law says he is legally presumed the father. That ruling forced the game to a close. No more ducking, no more ghosting. Jay-Z had 2 choices: take the test or forever be listed as the dad in the eyes of the law. And right after that ruling, Rymir gets shot at. So let's talk about what happened after that July 18th court order dropped.
Look, right after that ruling, Ramir got shot at. Right after the judge ruled that, most seriously, his alleged biological son got shot at. Yo, I'm telling you, Hollywood is crazy.
Take the test or forever be listed as the dad in the eyes of the law. And right after that ruling, Rymir gets shot at. So let's talk about what happened after that July 18th court order dropped. Just when the courts finally stopped protecting Jay-Z, everything got dangerous. In September 2023, just weeks after the judge's ruling, Rymir says he was shot at in his own driveway. He was with other...
Wow. The boy was shot at in his own driveway. And you know that in the paperwork, it had his addresses and stuff like that. This is sad, guys. Put the prayer hands up, y'all. Like, so now you getting shot at and all you trying to do is prove paternity? This is wild.
The parking lot was full, but somehow only his car was hit.
Yeah. Are you scared for your life? You know, it's unfortunate that you were shot at. I'm glad that you were okay from that. Do you think that was a situation where you were targeted? And if so, are you scared for your life?
No, I'm not scared for my life. I mean, it was a scary situation. It was a scary situation, but, you know, it's just unfortunate. You know, I'm from North Philadelphia. I'm not saying I got nothing to do with it, but I saw a gunshot, I heard gunshots. And
see that? And he said he's from North Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen. What a coincidence. I'm from North Philadelphia too. Pure survival. So what he's saying is hearing gunshots and that type of stuff, that's not like a, you know what I'm saying? That's a normal thing coming from the ghetto. Pure survival. But, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't living there, and to get shot at, you know what I mean? It mind blows you. Like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm not living in the hood no more. I'm trying to do good in life. I'm doing good. And then I do this thing with Jay-Z, and then all of a sudden I'm getting shot at like I'm still in North Philly. It's sad during survival. It's very sad. Kathy Connie hit that super chat again. Pure survival. Maury knows he's the father. Yes, Maury Povich know it. Look, we got $75 in the super chat, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We damn near about to hit that $100. Pure survival, Jay-Z. You see that, Jay-Z? That's called love and support. People support Ramir, and they support me for getting in your ass. No Diddy Glover. Pure survival. No Diddy Glover.
it was a scary situation, but, you know, it's just unfortunate. You know, I'm from North Philadelphia. I'm not saying I got nothing to do with it, but I saw a gunshot, I heard gunshots, and just saw crazy shit before. So, but it definitely was a scary situation because I never been through it. I barely come outside and I stay to myself. So it's like, you know.
Lily confirmed the entire incident during their interview on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, saying it felt like retaliation for going public.
Somewhere in September, he was in a parking lot with other people, near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up.
And do y'all feel like that was retaliation? Straight Butters just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Shout out to Straight Butters. It's butter, goddammit. We got $94. We about to hit that $100 in that super chat, Straight Butters. Pure survival. Shout out to Straight motherfucker Butters. You know what I'm saying? You see this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this was retaliation. That Ramir Satterway, Jay-Z's alleged biological son, is a parking lot full of other cars. And his car gets shot up right after participating with this court thing. Pure survival. What a most scariest thing, Jay-Z. We ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad during survival. When the man, all he got to do is take the test.
Lily confirmed the entire incident during their interview on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast.
Oh, God damn it, Lady D. Lady D just hit that super chat. Pure survival. She said, we love you so much. And I love you so much too, Lady D. Pure survival. I love all of y'all. Now we got that $100 in the super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Pure survival. Shout out to everybody hit that super chat. We see we not playing Jay-Z, and your wife with that fake damn robbery. Ain't nobody robbed her. She sent somebody over there to steal that motherfucker garbage music. Pure survival. Well, I don't know. I didn't hear all of it, but we'll see. I didn't hear the song that I really like of Beyonce's in a while. So let's wait till this most mysterious lie come out. Pure survival.
Saying it felt like retaliation for going public.
Somewhere in September, he was in a parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on because it was around the time. In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time.
Did you hear that? People driving on their grass, people shooting at the house, all of this stuff around the time of filing for this paternity test with Jay-Z. That is spooky, y'all.
So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on because it was around the time. In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time. So this is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference.
This wasn't the first time they felt unsafe. Lily says she and Rymir had been stalked, followed, and threatened for years while trying to push this case forward. And the closer they got to forcing Jay-Z into that DNA test, the more intense the intimidation got. Now here's where things get next level messy. According to Lily, they believe Beyonce herself got involved behind the scenes. It's almost—
Y'all hear that? Beyonce herself allegedly got involved behind the scenes. And if y'all don't think that Beyonce don't have a problem if Jay-Z turned out to be Ramir's father, which I believe strongly, like just the thought and the things that you could imagine what she been saying to Jay-Z, Pure Survival, for years, Beyonce can look at him. A person that you with, you can look at your partner's kids and know, damn, you know, your son, your daughter, they look just like you. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell what just by looking at them. So you know Beyonce been saying shit. They probably been home, drunk in love, high as a motherfucker off that powder, Pure Survival, arguing. She probably been throwing it in his face. Yeah, and that's why that little boy looked just like you. You know you was with that woman. You know what I mean? Like, they probably been doing all of that stuff. And she don't want that stuff to get out, but she probably been arguing and starting shit with Jay-Z. Y'all know, ladies, what y'all do when y'all want to make a motherfucker mad. Pure Survival, throw some shit in your face. Beyonce probably been saying all that shit. Yeah, and you fuck Rihanna too. And you probably fuck Diddy. You know what I mean? Beyonce probably been doing all of that shit. Pure Survival. Salute to Sister 1973. Just hit that super trap. Pure Survival. Mysteriously, Pure Survival, during survival. Yes. So you know Beyonce knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't feel bad for her if she really got robbed, which I think is a lie. But it would be karma. You know what I'm saying?
To forcing Jay-Z into that DNA test, the more intense the intimidation got. Now here's where things get next level messy. According to Lily, they believe Beyonce herself got involved behind the scenes. It's almost like she's the one pulling all the strings.
People were saying that she's a big part of the problem.
Wow. Yep, Beyonce been pulling the strings, goddammit. Yes, indeed. I don't think she just innocent person like everybody think. Just like y'all was thinking like Cassie. Cassie's so innocent. Come to find out, Cassie, she's a whole toilet bowl. Pure Survival. She's a whole toilet bowl.
Messy. According to Lily, they believe Beyonce herself got involved behind the scenes. It's almost like she's the one pulling all the strings.
People were saying that she's a big part of the problems for him, and some of the things that she was doing a woman would not, or she would have some sort of role in what her husband does. And if she was secure with herself and with the situation, not saying you gotta like it, right? She would have her husband handle it.
They say Beyonce wanted Rymir shut down quietly, not because she was scared he was lying, but because she allegedly feared what the truth would do to their billion-dollar family image.
You see that? For their billion-dollar Lion King motherfucking image during survival. This is, what was it, Mufasa? She worried about that damn image. Because Beyonce is just like this other demon right here. Bible. You can look at the manly demon face of her. She's a demon, and she looked like Caitlyn Jenner. Bible. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Beyonce mom looked like Caitlyn Jenner during survival. You know what I mean? And she got that evil face. So I know Beyonce done told her about this. And she's like, well, Beyonce, let me tell you this right now. If you fuck up your image, then you fuck up my image. So you better talk to your husband now, or I'm going to get Solange to beat him up again. You know what I mean? You can just imagine what this crazy woman been saying. Pure survival. The only one that I think real cool that stay away. She stayed far away from them ever since she kicked Jay-Z and his security's ass, pure survival, is Solange. That's why you don't see her in this damn picture. Solange ain't a part of this whole demonic entity. Pure survival. They are all vampires. I don't know if she's a vampire yet, pure survival. I don't talk about the kids, but she could probably be on her way to being one of the vampires, pure survival. But Solange ain't a part of it. You know what I mean? This is just crazy.
Husband handle it.
They say Beyonce wanted Rymir shut down quietly, not because she was scared he was lying, but because she allegedly feared what the truth would do to their billion-dollar family image. She allegedly wanted the entire case killed before it reached the media. Even when Jay-Z's team briefly suggested signing Rymir to Roc Nation, Lily says Beyonce wasn't having it. That offer disappeared overnight, and let's not forget the music shade. Jay-Z dropped his now infamous bar in Heard About Us, singing Billie Jean in his prime for the 1000th time, The Kid Ain't Mine. Online.
And y'all heard what Jay-Z said right there in his song. What did he say? Billie Jean. He said he's Billie Jean in his prime. And like I said, for the 1000th time, the kid ain't mine. This is how Jay-Z would respond to his alleged son, Ramir. He would put it in a song. Talking about the Billie Jean is not the son. The kid ain't mine like the Billie Jean. Trying to get his Michael Jackson on. Pure survival. When the only person that looked like one of the Jacksons is your wife. That's Beyonce, pure survival. When everybody says she looked like Michael Jackson, I told y'all she looked like Tito. I'm not going to let y'all say she looked like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But that's sad that that's how he would respond to the boy.
Her family image. She allegedly wanted the entire case killed before it reached the media. Even when Jay-Z's team briefly suggested signing Rymir to Roc Nation, Lily says Beyonce wasn't having it. That offer disappeared overnight, and let's not forget the music shade. Jay-Z dropped his now infamous bar in Heard About Us, singing Billie Jean in his prime for the 1000th time, The Kid Ain't Mine. Online they call me Dad. Kiddingly, you're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. That's too famous. We don't even really do famous. I'm cool on that. Chuck the two fingers. Every day.
Wow, he said they call me Dad online. Oh my God, Lady D just hit that super chat again. God damn it. Pure survival. We got over $120 something in the super chat during survival. Thank you so much. No respect for B, you have children. Yes, and that's the sad part. You know what I mean? Because she knows she could talk to him. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't feel bad about the fake robbery, because I don't think Beyonce was really robbed just for her music. I think they set it up, pure survival. And I think that she know that Ramir is Jay-Z's son. And as a woman, that should be a problem for you, for him not wanting to step up. Especially if y'all got all that money, pure survival. If you're a woman, you're supposed to be like, look, why don't you go step up for your damn son? Pure survival. You're not getting none of this kitty cat no more real if you don't go step up. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about if I'm gonna leave with all the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, or stop worrying about our image. They made enough money to where their image shouldn't even matter no more. You should care about the fact that this is your flesh and blood. You know what I'm saying? But man, this is just heart-wrenching, guys. Like, pure survival. Like, this is just how I feel about the shit, and I feel about these industry people. I think that they are demonic. They get all this money, and forget about where they come from. Jay-Z, you come from Marcy Projects. Ramir grew up in Philly, man, like North Philadelphia, where it's real hard, growing up in the struggle, stuff like that. So you supposed to understand that. All these years went by, and then he don't even want no money. I hope that he gets some money, though. After all them years, man, damn that. I want some motherfucking money. You know what I mean? You neglected me for all these years, 34 years, and I did it on my own. You know what I mean? So Jay-Z got 4 weeks left, guys, before he comes out and we see how this turn. I'm going to keep following this thing with Ramir. My heart goes out to him and his mother. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z's been ducking this for too long, y'all. And I'm not giving that man no pass. Pure Bible. I'm not giving him no pass. I didn't give Diddy Glover a pass. Up until he went to court and found out what Diddy was guilty of and found out what Diddy wasn't guilty of. Pure Bible. But I was on his neck for years. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of, and I'm still going to tease Diddy, even when he come home. You know what I'm saying? But I eased up on him a little bit when I found out that it wasn't no minors in the freak-off dungeon. Allegedly, no minors testified. You know what I'm saying? None of the tapes came out, a lot of different things. And then I found out a lot of people was willing participants, different things with Diddy case. But that does not mean I'm not going to have Diddy Glover freak-off jokes. I can't. Motherfuckers want Diddy to stay in jail forever. I don't. Pills of Bible. I feel like Diddy would be better for all the content creators with him out more than with him in jail. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm talking about? Because everything Diddy do, the news, we all gonna be talking about it. Did he just walk down the street and he fell and his pants fell down? Pills of Bible. And the bottle of baby oil fell out of his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, we will have so much fun of everything Diddy do reacting to him. But I'm not letting up on Jay-Z with this. This is my opinion. You know what I mean? And I think that he wrong for dodging this all that time. It's not like you couldn't afford to, you know what I mean? And you're not going to go to jail. If his mom, really was underage, that was 1,000 years ago, sir. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got no excuse other than your image and your wife, which I do not believe this fake robbery. I'm going to follow this too, y'all. I guarantee, to me, I think Beyonce and them had somebody go into the SUV. I think it was a planned thing. I don't think this was a random person. Why would they just take the 2 suitcases with the hard drives and her music and all of that? All this other stuff that they could have done. And they knew exactly where to go to get that. This was some industry shit, y'all. Pure survival.